I'm Tiny.
Hey, it's Katie. Welcome to another edition of the Tiny and Katie Show, podcast edition.
So we had this really awesome podcast a couple weeks ago, and lo and behold, somebody messed with our system, so therefore we're screwed out of the audio that we otherwise would have used. So you could hear Katie, but you could not hear me.
Which is everybody's, dream come true, obviously.
Well, let's say you could hear that every day on the air, really, if you want to hear me and all her. But nonetheless, here we are.
We did tell some very good stories, and I would like to go back to the pickup line that was given to me and get your opinion on it.
Now, mind you, if I don't seem as enthused this time around, it's because this is now time number 3 here.
All right, well, let's put a pin in this, and let me tell you what happened to me this morning. Every Friday is when I wash my sheets. Now, how do you sleep? Do you sleep naked? What do you sleep in?
No, I sleep in shorts and a T-shirt.
Okay. All right, what about socks?
Oh, God, no. No. I think sleeping with socks is the devil.
Okay. Well, I sleep in oversized sweatpants, normally Halloween, an oversized sweatshirt.
Just on Halloween.
What?
You said normally Halloween.
They're always Halloween.
No, Halloween theme. I'm just giving you a hard time. You said sweatpants, normally Halloween. So you sleep in sweatpants on Halloween.
Right, but I also sleep in Halloween sweatpants every day.
No, I know. Okay. Again, just giving you – follow along, Katie.
I'm trying. And then I have like an oversized sweatshirt, and I always put socks on my feet, but they're normally big, heavy socks. Well, halfway through the night, I get hot and I kick them off. And then on Fridays, though, when I do my sheets and wash them, this morning when I took off my sheets, there were 6 different socks that I found at the bottom of my bed.
Wow. And
they don't match.
It's like King Arthur's court. That's from 3 nights.
But they don't match. So one was green, one was black, one was like a big puffy one. And
do you get dressed in the dark when you – well, first of all, it's for bed. Why would they need to match? Who cares?
Well, because I'm going to put them into the washing machine and then eventually back into a drawer, but now they don't have matches. They're lonely.
Like you.
Like me, yes.
But again, it's one thing if these are big puffy socks that I'm assuming you only wear around the house into bed.
No. I mean, everyday socks.
Oh.
Well, as well. So when I was going and taking off the sheets, I found 6 different types of socks. None of them matched.
You know what I did a couple years ago? I completely purged of all my socks, and I just get one brand and one. That's it.
I need to do that as well. So that way, if you lose its mate, you still have a lot of backup ones.
Yeah, my socks are like polygamous.
I think that's really smart. I need to go through my underwear drawer, and I won't get into a lot of detail, but I have bras in there that are so old. Like, I need to just throw it all out and start all over again. How often do you throw away your underwear? Not
as often as I throw away my bras.
I support that.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
I'm really under the wire. But nonetheless, when it comes to underwear, I did the same thing, actually. I threw away a bunch of underwear. They didn't necessarily need it, but I found underwear that I liked more, and I knew that I was not going to be going back to the other ones. Mm-hmm. And it's not something that you donate, so...
You don't?
No. You
don't think there would be an auction for Tiny's undies?
I mean, maybe if some people have fetishes, but I don't, so therefore I just threw them away. But so when would I throw them away? I don't know. If they rip out, it's fine. But I use the tech material ones now, so they don't wear as hard as the plain old skivvies or whatever, the cotton ones, Fruit Looms.
The what material?
The tech material.
So we're getting technical right now.
Oh, I will take the blame for this. I have been on a pun kick the better part of this week.
Can we reenact some of them?
Reenact? Okay, well, people need to see what this is. So you can see these are coasters that we have here in the shape of records. So I'm like, well, I like to go on the record as saying, yeah.
So Tiny's been walking around for 2 days straight, grabbing whatever items he can to pun with them. And it's been very fun, and I've been enjoying it very much.
Yeah, the one that she loved, well, I won't give them away, but if you find us on Facebook, WAYZ or the Tiny and Katie Show, we'll hopefully, we're going to post like one a day.
I'm going to post one a day, yes.
Yeah. They shouldn't be lost, because I do this for an audience of one. So if you don't like them, that's okay, because the response I get from Katie is it's massively entertaining for her. That's the only reason I do it. This simple humor I really would have no reason to do elsewhere, but I thought let's just post them and have some fun with them.
I don't know what that says about me, that makes me laugh so hard. That's the type of humor that I truly find funny. What does that mean about me? That I'm like simpleton?
No, I think it's that you're
Five at heart.
Well, you're easy to please.
Yeah, I am very easy to please.
Yeah.
Please him with your season.
And there's nothing wrong with that. I have no issue with that whatsoever. I think it's an endearing trait that you don't have to get all technical. It's funny that this comes up now. I was thinking this the other day. Not you, but you just don't hear jokes anymore.
Well, because you offend everybody with whatever you say.
Well, maybe so, but I just remember when I was growing up, it was, when the guys would get together in the same room, like my dad and then my uncles or whatever, it wasn't but a few minutes would go by and somebody's telling a joke.
Is it a dad joke or?
No, not dad jokes. I mean, like jokes that, require a setup and there's a punchline, and it is a complete lost art, I guess.
I think joke telling is an art for sure. And I think that there is a level of creativity that goes into the delivery of the punchline, which is why I'm such a fantastic joke teller, because I'm very good at that. But I think people aren't always good at that, so they just steer clear of the jokes.
You're good at that?
I think I tell some funny jokes.
You don't like it when you want to tick Katie off or see her really mad. If she gives me a pun or a dad joke, so to speak, and I get it. The other day she asked, what was the one you asked me?
I said about
Beyonce and Jay-Z.
Yeah, but I can't remember what the joke was.
What did Jay-Z call Beyonce before they got married?
Yes.
So her mistake is that she paused because she's asking a question to give me a chance to let this percolate. And I'm like, fiance, and I mean to tell you, she would not speak to me for the better part of like 5 minutes. Like,
yeah, I was very upset.
I can't with you.
The reason I get so upset about that is because I take my joke telling very seriously. And when it comes to you normally can always get the punchline. And so it kind of negates even telling the joke.
Then don't leave it open as a question.
Well, that's why now when I ask you a joke, you say, do you want me to answer it? Or yesterday I said, Tiny, what do you call, or what did the sushi say to the bee? Remember?
Right.
And he said, can I answer this one or not? I said, I'll give you, 5 seconds. So he writes it down.
And what I said was, here's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to say it. I'm going to write it down. And then you can deliver the punchline and we'll see if I got it. So I honestly did not think I was going to get that.
Yes, you did.
No, when you first asked it, I was like, oh, what was that going to be? So then when I had about 5 seconds to think about it, I wrote down the word wasabi and then wrote what's up B, so that she couldn't say that I didn't. No, that's not what it was. And she goes, I said, well, what is it? She goes, what'd you write down? And I turned it over, and this is what I got for 5 minutes. The side view, mind
you. How about this one? I saw this one this morning. What do you call a disappearing owl?
May I think about it?
No. Houdini.
Oh, very nice. That's a good one. I like that.
Thank you.
Is that it? That's all you have for today?
That's all I have for today.
What? Your holsters come in loaded.
All right. Well, hang on. Let me.
Dad jokes.
Well, the one I said the other day that I really liked was, why don't you get into a fight with a dinosaur? Just say why.
Why?
Because you'll get your ass kicked. And then I took a picture of a few others that I thought were pretty funny. Here's one. Have you heard of that new band, 1023 Megabytes?
They get a new gig?
They're good, but they haven't gotten a gig yet.
Oh, okay.
And then there's another one. I took a picture of this one as well. Hang on. So sorry. I'm not prepared.
Insert Jeopardy theme here.
I'm sorry. I'm not prepared.
Do, 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 do. Do. It's okay.
I don't know where it is.
Okay, it's fine. We'll circle back.
Okay, we'll circle back to that. You tell a story real quick while I try to find this one.
I really don't have one, actually.
Okay.
Mention it. This is kind of on you. I mean, you're the one who said I have this one. We can certainly move on to something else.
Yeah, let's move on to something else.
Okay, your pickup line.
Okay, so I was out at a bar the other night. And
sounds like the start of a joke, doesn't it?
And I got hit on.
I was at a bar. I walked into a bar.
I was out at a bar the other night with my cousin Susan, and we were in this very nice venue, and there was a wedding going on, and there were a lot of very attractive young men, and I definitely noticed them. And
probably a lot of beautiful women.
A lot of very beautiful.
You were
women.
there,
and then I was there. Yes.
Yeah.
And this one guy he was walking from somewhere into the reception hall, and he walks by me, and he does a double take, and he does it very aggressively.
I know what's coming. Go ahead. I'm just giving you a prop.
Oh, well, hang on. I'm not there yet. So he does it very aggressively. Like his head was about to fall off of his neck, to try to get a second look at me. And it was over dramatic. Like that part was a little over dramatic. So he comes over to me and he says, "What's your name?" I said, "Katie." I don't remember what his name was. And he grabs my hand and he's looking at my hand and he says, "How is this possible? The lack of ring." And I'm like, I know, right? I don't know how it's possible. So he asked me if I wanted to go and dance with him in the reception hall. And I said, as long as it's okay with the bride and everybody's fine with that, I don't mind going in and crashing a wedding. So as we're walking into the reception hall, this girl comes up and he says, "This is Brittany. Brittany, this is," what's your name again? And I said, "Katie." We all walk in together and him and Brittany start like grinding on the dance floor as I'm just standing there. And then I left. So I guess he wasn't like too terribly impressed that I didn't have a ring on my finger because he immediately dropped me.
So Katie comes in and tells me this.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to interrupt you. I thought it was such a great pickup line.
Well, that's where I was going.
Okay, go on.
It's just that Katie thought this was such a great pickup line. I thought it reeked of cheese. I do not. I think that was a horrendous pickup line, and I'm kind of disappointed that you wouldn't have been like, oh. Geez.
But maybe he was genuinely confused why I wasn't married.
I'll give it to you. He was probably confused, just in general. But why he would throw that line out there, and it's corny 101.
Or he really was confused why I wasn't married. Or he literally was I don't understand how somebody that's stunningly beautiful,
Well, enough about Susan. I mean, we're talking about you, though. I get that he probably thought you were beautiful and all that. So maybe he genuinely, based upon looks, because there's no way, obviously, he knew anything about you other than that you were not married based on a ring, the absence of a ring. So perhaps it was because he thought you were beautiful. Fine. That's great. But again, you have to know as a guy that 9 times out, like you're the one woman out of 100 who would look at that and be like, that was a good pickup line.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
like the other 99 women would have been like, please get out of here.
Yeah, no, I liked it. Maybe it's also because I don't get a lot of male attention. So anything that a man says to me other than "move it, fat ass," I'm like, yes.
You don't get a lot of male attention?
No.
Really?
No.
Is it usually like bills and stuff or what?
What?
Male attention?
Oh. Seal that up.
My goodness.
Would you seal that up?
Anyway, you give her 5 minutes and let her go.
Let her.
Anyway, that's all I had.
That's all I have.
Okay, well, that's the Tiny and Katie Show podcast. Short, sweet, to the point. And you know what? We need to make sure today's the 20th. So, Katie, we'll get this out on Monday or Tuesday of next week. But then we got to do the Halloween Spooktacular.
I would like to do a trivia.
Halloween horror trivia?
Yes.
Okay.
Would like to do that.
By the way, you notice this, our prop here. So our jack-o'-lantern, that's basically the extent of our Halloween decor right now. And there's actually orange lighting around the edge here, but you can't really see it. So just know that it was with the best of intentions that we...
And you just put that there.
Yeah, well, yeah.
That's pathetic.
It's pathetic.
I'll decorate for next time.
Okay,
yeah, I'll bring it on my decor.
Have a great week. Talk to you soon.
It's the Tiny and Katie Show.